While Rodri is out injured, how do you view your number 6 position? Do you like to rotate it with Matteo or Brian Diaz or Gonzalez, or would you like to have one player who
Right now, the first option when Rodri cannot play is absolutely Nico. Nico is making steps forward and didn't play against Aston Villa, unfortunately for us, because he was not perfect. He had an incredible knock on the day before. We played again before Aston Villa. I don't remember. Before Aston Villa have a problem in the feet, and that's why it was not perfect for Tijani. But I think in that position he understands more and give us more. There is Nico.
Since your team, you used to have Fernandinho in that position, yes?
Sorry?
You used to have Fernandinho in that position, yeah. How has your team changed between that team with Fernandinho as a number 6 and sort of Rodri now, or Nico, whoever it might be?
Not much. Had to help us to be in Premier League. It's necessary to have this physicality as a players for obvious reasons. Everybody knows that it was less, for example, in Barcelona, even in Bayern Munich. But here we need it. We need this type of a little bit more physicality, but be involved in the process. Our process to play always is massively important. So the structure, when you can always say it, when we have said many times with Leroy and Kevin in his prime, with Leroy and Raheem in his primes, my God, our transitional game was unbelievable. When you don't have Riyad Mahrez or have Bernardo in the sides or another one, we have less transitional team. So, but the basics or the fundamentals, people ask, have to change. I don't have to change anything. I'm more convinced than anything that what we have done in the past, we can still do it. It's just apply better. So this is what we have to do.
Pep, you yourself have pointed to one problem you perceive, which is a lack of goals from the rest of the team other than Erling. Is this something you're actively attacking, and how long can Erling carry that load?
Yeah,
he's doing it quite well at the moment.
Well, we have an alternative like Sansi. I would not let him play, and the one is going to score a goal because he's not playing. This is the alternative you have to find. No, definitely we have to. The numbers of the people up front have to be better. They know it. We talk about that. So at the end it's numbers, but I think you have players to ability to score goals. Umar have it. Ryan Cherky, I think, have this talent to feel do it, and they're playing good. But of course, that define the big teams or the big players up front is when the impact for the assists and goals is being provided, and that's why I'm so optimistic. Being in that position is still there. In Champions League, we are in better than position than the last season, and we have incredible 2 chances in Dortmund, Leverkusen at home to be incredible close to qualifying the first 8 of the season. I think even the results, we are 6 points behind Arsenal. Looks like unstoppable right now because they play fantastic. They don't concede goals, and they are so solid. They can score from many different situations, positions, and many players. But even with that, I think when we make this step a little bit better, we'll be closer. We'll be that games are more tighter. We'll be able to win.
And there's no sign whatsoever of Erling growing tired of the responsibility. In fact, he seems to be thriving on it.
I think he's not tired of scoring goals. I think he's tired. Yeah, sometimes maybe when you play a lot of games, maybe there, but Fancy didn't play. He's fresh, and when he will be tired, he will tell me. When we believe we can. Before, maybe in the beginning, now we couldn't do it. Omar was injured, but I can play with a false 9 with Ryan Cherky, for example. I think in that position, Ryan should fit perfectly. So, like I said, when we have all the team, we can play in different shapes and different ways to play it. Sometimes depending on the opponent.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned Nico Gonzalez there. I think you've spoken a couple of times about how you find him a really coachable individual. Just how sort of high do you see his ceiling as he progresses further into his career?
He will be better. When you are coachable, not just for me, I'm talking for his mates, when listen his mates talking, when Rodri talk a lot with him, or Pep talk to him, or whatever. When you are coachable, you will be a better player. So, at the end, until the last day you are a football player, always you can improve. You are open-minded, and there are players, they are. And Nico's the perfect example. The other ones, the idea is, but how are you going to tell me, But it's one of the personalities. It's fine, It's in that players, I speak less. We talk less. And with Nico is always open and want to learn and do it that. So that's why it's nice to be lived with this type of players. We are here to just tomorrow be better than today. It's not possible. Okay, not possible. But to be better, you have to be open. If I'm closed-minded, only what I know, I don't want to be at absolutely anything. I'm completely the opposite, and the players has to be the same.
You welcomed Omar and Ryan Aït-Nouri back into the team on Wednesday. Obviously, they're both going to be away for the Africa Cup of Nations for a few weeks. Just how much would you feel their absence, I guess, given their qualities that they can provide for you?
That's where it is. The schedule of this competition for the country, so they have to go. So we will. Always I try to solve the problem when the problems are in front of me. So right now I don't think at all. I have to use him from Sunday the best, and next Wednesday and next Sunday before international break, and it's only when it's going to happen. It cannot be here, and after we'll see what is the situation and we'll take the decisions.
And just quickly, is Mateo Kovacic fit and available, or is he injured? He wasn't involved.
We'll see.
Thank you.